Kiana Brooks eased her father's restored 1,965 Chevrolet Impala into the parking lot of the upscale Willow Creek Mall, the chrome gleaming under the afternoon sun, her simple blouse and slacks a contrast to the luxury vehicle that held memories of family road trips and her dad's proud stories of saving for it during his early law days, now hers as a Superior Court judge specializing in civil rights cases. Her weekend shopping a rare break from the bench where she oversaw high-profile trials on police misconduct. The mall buzzing with shoppers unloading bags from high-end stores, Kiana parking smoothly and gathering her purse, unaware that Officer Ryan Caldwell, patrolling the lot, had already radioed dispatch about suspicious black female in classic car possible theft, his 15 years on force marred by 12 complaints of racial bias, dismissed as unsubstantiated. His eyes narrowing at the sight. "Doesn't fit," he muttered, approaching with hand on holster. "Step out of the vehicle." "Ma'am." "Hands where I can see them." Kiana complying calmly. Hands raised. "Officer, is there a problem?" Caldwell's voice sharp. "This car matches a stolen vehicle description. Turn around." Hands on the hood. The crowd gathering. Phones emerging as Amari Thompson, a young blogger, started live streaming. "This looks like profiling black woman in nice car." Viewers climbing quickly. Kiana's heart racing but training kicking in. "I own this car registration in glove box." Caldwell scoffing. "Sure, you do empty pockets slowly." Her phone buzzing with calls from the Chief Justice about an emergency hearing on reform bills. But she couldn't reach it without escalating. The elderly Mrs. Ellis recognizing her from courthouse. "That's Judge Brooks." "Let her go!" But Caldwell waving her off. "Stay back or you're next." The humiliation building as shoppers whispered, "She looks too young for that car." Kiana's bruise from a recent fall, visible on her arm. Caldwell commenting, "Rough night?" "Explain that, Mark," assuming foul play. Kiana replying evenly, "Gym accident now, can I show ID?" Caldwell cuffing her instead. "You'll explain downtown," the live stream hitting 5,000 viewers, comments flooding, "This is wrong, call the news." Officer Torres arriving as backup. "What's the situation?" Caldwell, "Suspected theft, non-compliant." Torres doubting but following protocol. The mall security chief approaching, crowds growing resolve this, but Caldwell insisting on tow, Kiana's phone ringing again. Chief Justice's voicemail urgent. "Need your vote, where are you?" The irony stinging as she, a reformed judge, faced the bias she fought. Amari's stream viral. 15,000 viewers. Hashtags number judge profiled trending. Mrs. Ellis pushing through. "She's Judge Kiana Brooks, check her ID." Caldwell laughing. "Sure, and I'm the mayor." Handcuffs clicking as Kiana complied, dignity intact, the stop suspicion turning into a spectacle that would expose deeper flaws, her calm resolve a beacon amid the chaos. The seconds ticking toward revelation that would freeze the scene cold. Caldwell tightening the cuffs, his confidence swelling as he radioed. Suspect secured, request transport. The crowd now 30 strong, murmurs growing louder. Amari's phone battery at 85%, her commentary heated. "This is what black excellence gets cuffed for driving nice." Viewers surging to 20,000, Kiana's mind racing through legal options, Fourth Amendment violation, false arrest, but knowing escalation could turn dangerous. Torres whispering to Caldwell, "Sarge, let's verify ID first, she's cooperative." Caldwell brushing off. "Procedure says secure first." The mall's security. "Mr. Ramirez," intervening, "Officer, mall policy requires de-escalation, let her show papers." Caldwell insisting, "Stay in your lane or join her." The power imbalance stark. Kiana's briefcase in the car holding court robes and files for the hearing, her vote crucial on a bill mandating body cams for all stops. The irony deepening as she stood cuffed without one. Mrs. Ellis dialing her son, A sergeant in another precinct. You need to get here. It's Judge Brooks. The call connecting as Caldwell began patting her down. Any weapons? Kiana replying, No, but this is illegal search. Caldwell ignoring, finding her phone. Who's calling Chief Justice? Fake, tossing it aside, the crowd gasping. Amari zooming in. He just threw her phone. Viewers hitting 30,000. News alerts pinging on phones around the lot. Viral video. Black woman cuffed for stolen car. Kiana's composure cracking slightly. Tears of frustration welling but voice steady. Officer, you're making a career-ending mistake, Caldwell laughing. Threats now? Ad resisting. Torres intervening. Tom, check the ID dispatch mentioned a missing judge. Caldwell pausing. What? Torres repeating the alert. Judge Kiana Brooks missing driving 1965 Impala. Caldwell's face draining. Repeat that? Dispatch confirming. Black female, 42, last seen in blazer and jeans, the realization dawning as Caldwell uncuffed hastily. Your Honor, I didn't recognize. Kiana rubbing wrists. You didn't need to. Fair procedure would suffice. The crowd erupting. Racist cop! Amari's stream at 50,000, the flash of truth freezing Caldwell cold, turning the stop into a turning point for justice. Caldwell's hands shaking as he removed the cuffs. Judge Brooks. Apologies, this was a mix-up. Kiana's gaze steel. Mix-up? You assumed theft. Based on my race-ignored witnesses. Threatened search. Torres stepping in. Ma'am, we followed protocol. Kiana retorting. Protocol that violates rights. I'm on the reform committee. I know the flaws. Pulling her ID from the portfolio. Flashing the badge with Superior Court seal. Judge Kiana Brooks, chair of Police Accountability Board. The crowd gasping. Phones capturing the moment. Amari's stream exploding to 75,000. Comments, she ended him. Caldwell stammering. I had a report. Kiana demanding. Show me. Dispatch confirming no active theft. Caldwell exposed. His 12 bias complaints surfacing in viral threads. This guy's a repeat offender. Mrs. Ellis shouting, I tried telling you. Her son arriving as Sergeant Mom. What's going on? Recognizing Kiana. Your Honor, release her now. Caldwell's career flashing. Kiana addressing cameras. This exemplifies profiling. I fight assumptions over evidence. Listing violations, illegal detention, false arrest under 1,983 offering choices. Prosecution, demotion with testimony, or resignation. Caldwell choosing demotion. I'll reform testify on bias. The ID flash not just revealing identity but igniting calls for change. Chief arriving. Internal review immediate. Kiana's delayed vote influencing the bill she was en route to. Passing with Cam's mandated. The flash sparking department audits. Caldwell's testimony before legislature admitting flaws. I profiled a judge could be anyone. Leading to statewide training revamps. Amari's video gaining millions. Launching her advocacy career. Mrs. Ellis honored for intervention. Mall implementing anti-bias policies. Kiana founding Brooks Justice Center for profiling victims. The flash's light exposing shadows, turning personal humiliation into systemic shift. Caldwell's redemption through community service, mentoring rookies on equity. The chapter of revelation closing with Kiana's speech. One ID changed a career, let's change the system. The crowd cheering as justice's echo rippled outward. A single flash illuminating paths to enduring equity. The story's tension releasing into waves of transformation that would reshape law enforcement for generations. As turbulence shook the cabin, Darius reviewed the captured audio. Sarah's slurs clear, he doesn't belong up here. Probably flew coach his whole life, his email to HR pinging with response. Investigating immediately, keep documenting. The confrontation brewing as Sarah returned for trash collection. her sneer at Darius's untouched tray. "Not good enough for you?" Darius replying, "No, moldy food isn't perhaps explained to the captain." Sarah's eyes widening. "You're threatening me?" Calling Mike. "This passenger's disruptive." Mike approaching. "Sir, calm down or we'll involve security." Darius's voice steady. "I'm calm, requesting fair service." Passengers murmuring support. An elderly woman. "He's right that sandwich looks spoiled." Sarah snapping. "Stay out of it." The captain's announcement. "Crew, report any issues." Sarah rushing to the cockpit. Darius texting board chair. "Escalation imminent, discrimination confirmed via audio." The captain emerging. "Mr. Kane, you're causing tension, comply, or we divert." Darius revealing. "As owner, I demand investigation." Captain's shock. "Owner?" Darius nodding. "Check manifest, I'm Darius Kane." The revelation rippling. Sarah paling. "Impossible." Captain verifying. Face falling. "We didn't know." Darius retorting. "Shouldn't matter, treat all equally." Passengers applauding. One filming. "This is viral material." Sarah's defense crumbling. "It was a joke." But audio playback exposing slurs. Captain ordering restraint. But Darius insisting, "Divert if you must, truth will out." The flight diverting to Chicago. Passengers groaning, but many thanking Darius. "You're standing for us all." Mid-air reckoning turning personal insult into public stand. Sarah's career teetering as Darius coordinated with ground team, the bias exposed mid-flight setting stage for landing justice, the captain's voice crackling over the intercom with forced authority. "Ladies and gentlemen, due to unforeseen circumstances, we'll be making an unscheduled landing in Chicago. Please remain seated." The cabin buzzing with confusion and frustration, passengers checking watches and muttering about connections, Darius staying composed, his phone lighting up with messages from the board. Footage reviewed. Shocking full support for action. And from his assistant, media sniffing. "Prepare statement?" Darius replying. "Hold focus on containment." Sarah and Mike huddling in the galley, their whispers frantic. How could he own the airline? "We're screwed." Unaware. Darius's app still capturing via the open mic. The elderly woman across the aisle leaning over. "Young man, that was brave. I've seen too much of this in my day." Darius nodding gratefully. Change starts with speaking up. A businessman in row 3 standing. "I recorded it too, sending to my network." The support snowballing as more passengers voiced solidarity. "This is unacceptable in 2025. Sarah emerging pale. "Attempting damage control, sir. Perhaps we can offer a voucher." Darius's response measured. "A voucher won't fix systemic bias." The captain reappearing, face ashen after a radio call. "Mr. Kane, we've been instructed to continue to LA diversion cancelled." But Darius shaking his head. "Too late, land in Chicago for crew change." The power shift palpable. Sarah's smirk long gone, replaced by panic as she realized the gravity. Passengers cheering the reversal. "About time." The plane banking toward O'Hare. Darius emailing the full audio to HR. "Initiate terminations, evidence attached." The reckoning accelerating as ground control confirmed. VIP team awaiting. Sarah confronting Darius quietly. "You can't do this. It's my livelihood." His reply firm. "You chose prejudice over professionalism. Consequences follow." The landing smooth but tense. Doors opening to airline execs boarding. Lisa from HR addressing Sarah. "Your relieved escort off plane." Sarah's protests. "He provoked me." Falling flat against the footage. Mike and captain following suit. Suspended pending review. Passengers disembarking with upgrades promised. Many shaking Darius's hand. "Thank you for fighting." The mid-air drama concluding with justice served cold. The racist veil torn, paving way for reforms that would echo beyond one flight. But the immediate aftermath saw Darius in a private lounge at O'Hare. Conferencing with the board via video, this isn't isolated data, shows 42 similar complaints dismissed, proposing immediate actions, crew firings, passenger compensations of $15,000 each, public apology, the chairman agreeing, implement now your vision. Darius drafting the statement, Apex Airways regrets the discriminatory treatment on Flight 512 and commits to zero-tolerance policies, social media exploding with corporate racism, viral videos from passengers boosting the call for change, Sarah's name trending negatively as her past complaints surfaced, her union disavowing, no defense for racism. Darius returning to LA on a private jet arranged by the company, reflecting on the day's toll. One sandwich, one stand could spark industry shift. Ethan's text. Proud dinner when back, their budding romance. A light amid the storm, the chapter of reckoning mid-air now grounding in systemic overhaul. Darius's calm resolve turning a personal slight into a corporate revolution, the moldy incident becoming a case study in accountability. With whispers of lawsuits from affected passengers adding pressure. The airline's stock dipping 8% but rebounding on brand announcements, Darius vowing in a follow-up email, "This is just the beginning, full audit by week's end." The reckoning's wings spreading wide as justice took flight, the story inspiring a wave of complaints from other flights, leading to class action suits settled for $50 million, but reforms saving $120 million in future liability. Darius partnering with civil rights groups for training modules, rolling out AI-monitored service logs to flag disparities, the Foundation Kane Sky Equity funding diversity hires in aviation. Kai interning as teen, "I want to fly planes one day." The twins drawing pictures of hero dad, Ethan's firm handling pro bono discrimination cases. Family vacations to destinations where Darius anonymously tested service, finding improvements but pushing for more. A documentary, Moldy Skies winning awards, proceeds to anti-bias programs. Darius's memoir served cold bestseller, donating to education, the moldy slight, a distant memory but eternal lesson. The chapter of soaring reforms closing with Darius on a flight, served impeccably, smiling at the diverse crew. We've come far, but the journey continues, the legacy a sky without limits, where justice soars on wings of change. Zara's victory in court marked the dawn of a new era, the judge's gavel echoing like a liberation bell as she walked out with Kai by her side. The twins in strollers pushed by Ethan, her lawyer-turned-partner whose steadfast support had blossomed into love during those late-night strategy sessions amid legal briefs and whispered confessions, their first public outing as a family drawing flashes from paparazzi, but Zara holding her head high. "This is our truth, embrace it or step aside." The media frenzy shifting from scandal to admiration as influencers praised her courage, Zara strong trending with stories of women reclaiming power from betrayal. Back at the penthouse, the atmosphere transformed, walls once cold now adorned with the twins' finger paintings and Kai's school awards, family dinners becoming rituals where Zara shared recipes from her grandmother's kitchen, spicy jollof rice and plantains symbolizing roots, reclaimed Ethan joining seamlessly, his dry humor lightening moods, proposing on a yacht under Manhattan's skyline with a ring engraved, "From rain to rain," the wedding a fusion of elegance and culture, Zara in a gown blending African prints with couture lines, vows exchanged before a diverse crowd of tech moguls and community leaders, Kai as best man, the twins' flower bearers, the honeymoon in the Caribbean doubling as a scouting trip for foundation sites, Zara launching the Elisa Lennox Initiative for street orphans, channeling millions into programs, shelters with holistic care, education grants, vocational training drawing from Kai's hardships to design mentorship models where survivors like him trained as counselors, the foundation's first center in Harlem becoming a beacon. Hosting events where Kai spoke to at-risk youth. From rain-soaked despair to this warmth, it's possible with one act of kindness, moving donors to pledge record sums. Zara's speech honoring Elisa, "She gave life where I couldn't. Her legacy lives through us," tears flowing as the twins toddled on stage, symbolizing unity, the initiative expanding to 12 cities within a year, partnering with governments for policy changes on orphan rights, Zara testifying before Congress on child welfare, her story swaying votes for increased funding, Victor's final appeal denied, his disgrace complete as embezzlement charges stuck, leading to prison time, Zara visiting him once, "I forgive you not for you, but for me, her mercy a lesson in grace." Zara's resolve hardening, the family thriving as Kai excelled in high school, valedictorian speech dedicating to the woman who stopped in the rain and gave us wings, attending MIT on full scholarship, majoring in social entrepreneurship, the twins, Leo and Leah, blossoming into creative forces, Leo inventing eco-friendly toys for orphanages, Leah writing poetry books, sold to fund literacy programs, their teen rebellions mild, Leo sneaking out for hackathons, Leah protesting for climate justice, Zara guiding with wisdom born from her own storms, channel passion into purpose, Ethan and Zara adopting 2 more from the foundation. A sibling pair from Somalia. The household, a vibrant mosaic of cultures. Holidays blending Diwali lights with Kwanzaa principles, Thanksgiving turkeys with Ethiopian injera, the penthouse echoing with languages, Swahili lessons for the twins, Mandarin apps for Kai Zara's empire, evolving with AI for global orphan matching, preventing separations, Ethan's firm winning landmark cases for immigrant rights, their 20th anniversary, a quiet vow renewal on a Kenyan safari, watching lions with grandchildren, we roared through our trials, Ethan joking, Zara laughing, and purred in peace, Kai marrying a novelist who chronicled orphan tales, their wedding in the Harlem Center with alumni as guests, the twins founding non-profits, Leo for tech in slums, Leah for art therapy in shelters, Zara's health dip about with pneumonia prompting succession plans, Kai taking CEO reins at the foundation, innovating with drone deliveries for remote aid, the twins as ambassadors traveling to Asia for expansions, Ethan and Zara retiring to a Bahamas villa, consulting remotely, gardens blooming with hybrid roses symbolizing blended lives, grandchildren visiting with tech gadgets and art supplies, Grandma, tell the rain story, the legend passed down, Zara's memoirs, Drops of Destiny bestseller funding university dorms for former fosters, Ethan's legal text required reading in law schools, their golden years filled with board games where strategy mirrored life's twists, reflections on Marcus. He gave us pain, but pain gave us purpose. The legacy, a global network saving 500,000 orphans annually, awards pouring in Nobel nomination for peace through child welfare, Zara declining, the real prize is their smiles. The horizon's eternal as the foundation's motto, from storm to sanctuary inspired billions, proving one rainy glimpse birthed endless sunshine, the family's tapestry rich with threads of forgiveness, growth, and unwavering love.